Alright, let's watch this one. Everyday items with secret uses you didn't know.
Hello everyone and welcome to Simon Reacts. Today, myself, Toby, Vic and Harry are looking at things that you didn't know have secret uses. For example...
Is it going to be a mum joke? What is it?
I can't even think of one. I can't even think of one. I'm firing blanks, I'm sorry.
Little secret features that could change your life, or at least the way you use the object, if you take time to discover them. From the secret behind the lines on drinking cups, to why you often find pom-poms on the top of hats. Here are 10 things you didn't know have secret hidden uses.
Amazing! Okay.
Number 10, pom-poms on hats.
Oh.
Pom-poms in any situation.
What do you think they're for, by the way, boys? Anyone got any idea?
They look pointless to me.
I think they're to
They're
bat
aesthetic.
snow away. They're to hit snow and make it stick.
I think it's to, there's going to be something like if you, I don't know, like you pull it through the hat and it gets rid of all the snow on the hat or something like that.
Why weren't they doing something better with their time? Fluffy balls for pretty girls to wiggle about at American sport events are well and good, but they're not the kind of thing you'd pack if you were about to be dispatched to a desert island. Or are they? One of the most interesting places pom-poms appear is on the top of winter hats, a ludicrous function for a ludicrous object.
Here's a good point, like why are they
Think
there?
again. Pom-poms on the top of
We're about
hats
to find
used
out,
to be
Harry.
worn by sailors to protect themselves when working below decks, where bumping your head on low ceilings and jutting beams was a common hazard. Anyone tall can tell you about this, how easy it is to simply stand to your full height and whack your head against a door frame.
That's quite
is there for
clever.
some cushioning and protection. If you're heading to a desert island, pack a pom-pom hat. You'll need it for the boat's journey.
Why?
Number 9. That little button.
They
just told you why, bro. He just
They
told you
literally
why.
just said.
I know. I got confused. I thought they were going to tell us another reason why. The tropical island did like confuse me. I was like, why do you need a
For
tropical
the
island?
boat journey.
Yeah, now I get it.
Rearview mirrors are a classic example of the kind of object we take for granted. How many times did your driving instructor yell at you to check your rearview mirrors during your lessons? Let's be honest,
no,
that
pretty
was his
often.
or her primary function. But have you ever checked that mirror thoroughly? For example, that button on the bottom of the mirror. What does it do?
I didn't
It
even know
does
there was
perform
one.
a
Yeah, I
vital
didn't know there was
function,
one.
but one you'd never
Not all of
discover
them have
simply
it.
by
Does it
pressing
adjust
it. Ever been driving
it-
along
it-
at night and
The
found
glare.
yourself
Yeah, the
blinded
glare,
by the
yeah.
lights of trailing cars
Or
pinging
whatever it
off
is,
your
not
rearview
glare.
mirror into your eyes? That little button at the bottom of the mirror switches it into night mode
I've
with a
never
dimmer
seen this.
reflection that reduces
Yeah.
the glare of car
Damn.
lights. The pain you could have saved your retinas had you known. Now you do.
Just got,
Number
you
8.
know, where some
Pipe cleaners.
blue
The
light
pipe cleaner
cream.
is now renowned as an essential arts and crafts tool.
silly.
You likely played around with them when you were young
I love
to
pipe
create
cleaners, they're
all
fun.
kinds of artistic
He's
Let me
not
guess,
cleaning
they
out
used to
recorders.
They used to clean pipes. Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah, I was gonna say, if that, because that can't really be a hidden use, really.
It's literally in the name.
or
Get
can
together
it?
to make some awesome designs, and they're popular throughout the world, particularly in Japan, where the craft is known as mogul art. But these craft pipe cleaners have a surprising history. I mean, it is kind of in the name. I might be stretching things a bit here to say that the hidden secret use of the pipe cleaner is to clean pipes. But when was the last time you saw someone smoking a pipe?
I'm upset with
These
this one.
types of brushes, which we find as great tools for arts and crafts, were once
use this for my
intended
recorder.
only for removing moisture and residue from
Did you actually?
smoking pipes. However, pipes disappeared from the mainstream sometime between the 2 world wars, but the mighty pipe cleaner has surged on, as
Mighty
popular
pipe
as ever.
cleaner.
In many ways, the pipe cleaner is something of a social climber. It's hauled itself up by the bootstraps from the rough and rugged
Top of the
world of
social
tobacco
ladder,
pots
Oh,
to the bohemian world of arts and
McDaniels
crafts.
is back in the
Don't be
stream.
deceived,
Welcome,
though,
welcome,
they were
welcome.
once used by smokers to clean their
Appreciate you, bro.
pipes.
Clout chasing pipe
Number 7.
cleaners.
Patches that aren't for patching. Ever wondered what those loose little patches of fabric that come with your expensive new jeans
little
or
bit,
design
yeah.
top are for? Perhaps it seems too obvious to waste your time on. They're there so you can
Oh,
patch
nothing
the
much, bro.
holes
How are you,
where
mate?
the tear
Fix it.
takes
That's
hold,
the obvious
right?
one.
Wrong.
Yeah.
For
Oh!
one thing. As if
To
you
match
have the
your garb.
organisational skills to keep that little tiny patch of clothing safe until you need it for months or years later.
is it for?
Even if, by some minor miracle, you did locate the right patch. Could you sew it on without making it look like the work of a 7-year-old let loose on a
So
sewing
what's the
machine?
point of it then?
Clothing companies are fully aware of your incompetence, and the true purpose of that patch
guy's waffling
is so that
now.
you can test out various laundry detergents
Oh!
on a safe area of fabric, so that if a product is unsuitable, it only ruins the patch rather
That's
than
pretty
your
smart.
ultra-expensive
That's very
clothes.
smart.
It all makes sense now. Number
Okay,
I
6.
mean,
what
they
about
could
the
just
spare
put.
button?
they
Yo,
could
shoot.
just put
Yeah, man,
something in
I'm pretty good today.
that says like
Pretty-
wash with this, you know.
Pretty good.
Yeah. They do normally anyway.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
numpties please like not listen to
We're
that?
having a great day.
Fail safe isn't a bad option. Let's go.
If you think about the amount of
Yeah,
jeans
every
that are
time.
sold with a little extra patch,
Bro,
they
what
could
the
have made a lot
fuck? Why is fucking Mo, bro? That's definitely Mo.
of extra jeans.
God damn it.
Patches.
You're not wrong. You're not
Exactly.
There are things we see.
This I don't know.
and
This
I've
is
wondered
interesting as
about
well. What
this.
is this
Fine.
for?
Almost everyone will have noticed
Oh,
at one
I
time
like
or
it.
another
Castle.
a puzzling
castle.
feature of
Yeah,
car
that
windscreen.
way.
Wait. Oh, wait, I didn't understand what this
With a
is.
little extra patch, they could have made a lot of extra jeans through the patches.
You're not wrong. You're not
Exactly.
There are things we see.
This I don't know.
and
This is
wondered
interesting as
about
well.
this.
What is this
Fine.
for?
Almost everyone will have noticed
Oh,
at one
I
time
like
or
it.
another
Castle.
a puzzling
castle.
feature of car
Yeah, that
windscreen.
way.
The little black dots around the border of
What
the
are these
windscreen.
for?
We see them
What
every
are
time
these
we
for?
step into the car. But
They're
have
gonna
you
tell
ever
you,
taken the
Harry.
trouble to work out
Look
what
at that
they
one
do?
too.
Black dots are part of what's known as the frit, a black enamel band that connects the windscreen to the frame of the car. A pretty important job since you don't want to have the windscreen flying off at high speed.
That's
The
true, that's
frit
true.
also provides protection from the sun, both to the bond that holds the window screen in place and the driver of the car.
Actually, I know this for a fact that the whole front window on your car holds the whole entire thing here, like the whole under other windows, the whole top it holds. Like this window holds like literally everything. If this breaks, you're fucked, mate.
Those little black dots, however, help to block and disperse the glare of sunlight at the edges of
That's
the
true.
windscreen. But
That's
why
true.
are they dots, you might say? Why not just have a solid black line? It's mostly cosmetic. The dots allow for a smoother transition from the solidity of the frit to the transparency of the window.
Okay, it's just
Neat
aesthetic
Yeah.
guys then, is it?
Number
Yeah,
5,
Picasso.
coins with ridges around the edges.
I like you.
Here's
Castle.
another
Blind
feature
people.
we encounter almost every day. And
What?
barely
It's blind.
notice
It's for...
of the window.
Okay, it's just
Neat
aesthetic
stuff.
guys then, is it?
Number
Yeah,
5,
Picasso.
coins with ridges around the edges. Here's another
Blind
feature
people.
we encounter almost every day. And it's
fuck's
barely
sake.
It's blind. It's for blind people.
Okay,
It's
but
what
Harry,
I
we're
mean.
watching a video
What are
right
they
now.
for? Why aren't coins
But... Ah, let's see.
round and smooth? The answer is a tribute to the ingenuity of criminals and those who set out to
Oh,
foil
maybe
them.
not then.
Back when coins were made from real silver and gold, intrepid souls looking to make some extra cash used to file down the edges of the coins, collecting the shavings and selling them on, literally turning money
Oh, that's
into
quite
money.
clever.
The spoil sports at the US Mint put an end to this in 1792 by introducing
Greedy
ridged
minters.
edges, since these would make it obvious if a coin had been tampered with. Why, though, does the practice continue nowadays when coins aren't even made from precious metals? The ridges still help to deter counterfeiting, since anything that makes the design of a coin more complex makes it tougher to clone, and it turns
Fair
out
enough.
that the ridges are also useful to the visually impaired.
There we
They
go.
provide
Oh,
extra
nice.
texture to the edges of coins that help you tell, by feel, which coin you're holding.
I only found out recently that all the coins in England, if you put them all together, one of each, it creates the badge.
What, like a
yeah,
50p,
so if
a
you
20p,
have a 1p, 2p, 5p, 10p, 20p, 50p,
They've
all
got
of
part
them
the crest on the back.
create the crest, and then that crest is on the £1.
I will
I don't
Google
have any
this.
money, so.
I'm holding up a 5p coin right now. Oh, my hands are dry, boy. What the fuck?
Oh, it does!
Yeah.
Oh, it does!
You may
Huh?
have seen these packets of beading gel when you open
I
up
know
a
what
brand
they're
new
for.
box of shoes or a new television. Silica gel, you might
I've also
think,
wondered what this is for
certainly
as
gets
well.
Isn't it
around,
for keeping
but
stuff
before
dry?
you lob
Yeah.
it into the bin with the rest
Oh,
of
is
the
it? Okay,
packaging,
well, there we go.
let's get to the bottom of it once and for all.
It's like
What
absorbed.
does
For right
this
people.
pack of beaded silica gel actually do?
Harry, bro.
Silica
What a
gel is
legend.
a desiccant. That's just a fancy word for something that's extremely dry. A handy quality to have. When you're in a box with things, people want to
Toby,
keep crisp
you're
and
a-
fresh. Silica gel is
Wow.
Oh my
I
god.
showed my fingers for
by
2
almost
seconds.
half by absorbing moisture. A pretty impressive achievement for a tiny packet. It can also be reused after saturation by heating
Are
it
you
up
laughing
to
every time he says the word
150 degrees
packet?
Celsius.
No.
That's why you should save them
No,
next time
no, I
you get
wasn't.
one.
I was just
It's
chuckling
definitely
anyway.
worth popping.
I wasn't even talking to Harry.
Friends
Oh.
to help keep important documents.
I
and
might not even
pictures
chuckle, I
safe.
don't really have it
This
in it.
means that the gel is also perfect for next time you drop your phone into water. Forget rice. Just put your phone in a Ziploc bag filled with silica gel packets,
Oh, yeah, we all
and
have
your
those.
phone is much more likely to work properly, potentially repairing
fair,
it
the
from
amount
any
of new
water damage
clothes and shoes you've
whatsoever.
got, you
Maybe
definitely
it's
have
time
enough.
to stop throwing those
Oh, what do you
silica
think
gel
I am?
packets out and to find your own uses for them.
Hoarder.
Number 3, brown beer bottles.
Ooh.
I have heard this before.
Does it protect it from the sunlight? That would be my guess.
No, it's not that. but I don't know what it is.
Then you should watch
I
the
know.
fucking video, bro.
Alcohol kills brain cells, but it can also provide us with the ability to see things in a new light and to question those things we take for granted. Perhaps in one of these alcoholic reveries, you've suddenly looked at the bottle in front of you and thought, why is it brown? Historically, beer bottles were green, but this changed in the 1930s when it was discovered that brown bottles stopped beer falling victim to an unpleasant phenomena known as skunkiness. Skunky beer literally smelled like skunks, a phenomena caused by prolonged exposure to light.
Oh,
Is that
I'm wrong.
not
Sorry,
what I
I'm
said?
sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
To a chemical reaction similar to that used
It's
by
a good
nature's most odious animal. Since brown bottles are
thought it was
Oh,
far
something
superior
else. I
at
thought it was
blocking
something else.
both visible and ultraviolet light, they protect beer better than other colours of glass.
shit.
Some brewers still package beer in transparent or green glass, but if you want your beer to be safe from the threat of skunkiness, as you sure do, be sure to pick a brown bottle
Surely
of
you have to
beer.
leave
green
it out
one
in the
looks-
sun for ages.
Number 2,
The green
little
ones look
bumps
cooler.
in your car tyres. This is one for the truly eagle-eyed. If you look at your
Yeah.
car tyre, you'll notice that the smooth rubber in
The minimum. I was working for this. It's the minimum thing that you can drive on. If you're passing that, your tire is getting literally flat, like a fucking Formula One tire.
Each thread has awkward little plastic bumps sticking up at
Look at
intervals.
these bumps.
The bumps
That's
look
wrong. That's wrong. This one.
rubber in between each thread has awkward little
This one is 4 millimeters. This is wrong. This is completely wrong. If you see this is wrong. There is some more thing that goes from down to up. That just like touches all the way down. This is just like up, you know. This is just like a fucking I don't know what, like fucking phone. Vertical up, vertical. Like this is vertical. This is 4 millimeters. This is or 3. If it's summer, it's 3. If it's winter, it's 4.
plastic bumps sticking up at
Look at
intervals.
these
The
bumps.
bumps look like a
got
product of lazy
eczema?
manufacturing.
This is true.
Like bits of excess rubber that weren't smoothed off, but actually perform a crucial function. The bumps mark the minimum legal safe height for your tyre thread. If the thread is higher than the bumps, you're in the clear. If the thread is worn down to the point where it's the same height as the bumps, your tyres are no longer roadworthy and need to be replaced. They'll save you getting a 20p piece
I'm
or
gonna
a
say
ruler
everyone
out
told
to
me to use a
measure.
20p coin.
Number 1, drinking cup.
Nah,
lines
don't
are
do it
there
with
as
coins. Don't do it. Just don't do it with coins, man. You just try to see it. Like you can literally see it. Like look from the side. Yeah, it's a lot of thing. Yeah, it's getting close. I should ask. And don't do that with the penny, bro. It's so stupid.
measurements.
Obviously, this is cool.
This
Solo
one is
cups
useful.
are a symbol of freedom, specifically the
Yes.
freedom to drink too much keg beer at college parties before passing out
Lads.
and waking up in a hedge wearing someone else's hat and no trousers.
That's been
Did
you,
you know,
Simon. I've seen
however,
that.
it
I
could
don't
have all
fall in
been
hedges.
so different if only you'd known the true meaning
I did in
of
Vegas
the
once.
lines on the cup. The lines that circle solo cups at various heights
What's the very bottom
aren't
one?
simply there to help you grip them, though
A
nothing
shot?
fits in the hand
Absinthe.
like a solo cup.
No way is
They
that a
actually
shot.
act
Yeah,
as
that's a poor
measurements
shot
for
if so.
certain types of alcohol. The bottom line marks the height of 1 ounce of spirit, a standard
Wait.
shot amount.
That's a shot.
That's a shot.
That's
the
a
cup's
shot.
big. The cup is wide.
Yeah, but
like, that
whenever
is a
we've
shot.
used a red solo
Yeah,
cup,
we
in
double.
Simon's
Put it into the
years-
second
It's a
line.
double shot. We always do a double shot.
No, Vic. Vic, we fill to that next line, and you're not.
Bro, I'm drinking. Yeah, 100%.
That's like 8 shots.
You lot are just confirming that
The
we're
height
alcohol.
out
well,
5
you're
ounces. A
alcoholics.
recommendation for a
5
standard
ounces,
glass of
so it's
wine.
5
And one of
shots.
the top lines shows the height to fill
Oh,
the
God.
cup to give yourself 12 ounces of beer.
Oh, boys,
Solo
what
actually
have we done?
responded to this,
Oh, we're
saying that
finished.
although the lines on our solo cups match up pretty closely with common liquid measurements, they aren't meant for that.
If
it does
someone
seem
did a
awfully
shot-
coincidental, however. Perhaps
They
they just
misspelled
said this
coincidence
to
at the
avoid
end there,
any
by the way.
public encouragement of
Only you would
alcohol
notice that.
consumption. Conspiracy
If
theorists.
someone gave me a
feel free
shot
to
and
theorize.
it went to that line, I'd be gassed that they've only given me that.
I'd
That
be
is-
fuming. I'd be like,
Says a
No,
says a
no,
lot
as a
about
forfeit.
taking shots.
As a forfeit. What, you want to do shots?
right, in some situations, yeah.
Bro, come on, look who you're asking.
Yeah, true.
You know what? That was a very. I really enjoyed that video. I learnt a lot off that.
Anyway, let us know if there are any other things that have hidden secret uses. We'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.
Nice.